Meantime, the battle over Medicaid expansion is heating up, with senators taking the issue to their home districts this week. Kayla Tausche is live in Little Rock, Arkansas, with a look at how this is all playing out there. Kayla.
Hey, Brian. Well, Medicaid expansion that took place here in Arkansas is very popular with voters. It is also popular with participants. Approximately 30% more signed up than the state had budgeted for. So now it's having to save some money, figure out how to make that program sustainable. Just a few weeks ago, the state legislature voted to remove tens of thousands of participants from the Medicaid program, which allows federal funding to be used to purchase private insurance. We spoke to Governor Asa Hutchinson morning. He said it was an act of preservation for those resources for lower-income residents.
I think we've laid the groundwork here for reform in Arkansas that will be sustainable over the long term under the status quo, but I do hope Congress changes things.
President Trump tweeting that he hopes Republicans can pass a health care bill quickly, but Governor Hutchinson said he is reassured that the two GOP senators from this state will be prioritizing that Medicaid funding. Meanwhile, the hospitals like the one that I'm standing in here today at University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, they're worried about exactly what these changes will mean for their business. Over the last several years, the added investment meant that they could have more funding and more innovation and more hiring. Increased coverage meant that the uninsured ranks at this hospital fell by 80%, but the outlook for the business now isn't so rosy.
So we got a fiduciary responsibility to be here, to deliver on our mission, but we also have to balance our budget. So we're doing everything we can to reduce expenses, to operate more efficiently, but there's a lot of unpredictability.
That was the chancellor for this hospital. He says that these hospitals are huge hirers in this state and that closures would only hurt the people who are seeking jobs here. There have been no closures of hospitals in Arkansas, unlike neighboring states. So you can see why what has been a more popular Democratic issue, Brian, is still very popular for these deep red states. Well, people are looking for jobs and they're looking for good jobs.